Okay, let's return to the weather emergency in the United States. Joining us live from Tampa in Florida is CNN's Leigh Waldman, who we spoke to yesterday. Leigh, give us a sense of what things are like now on the ground.
Well, the rain hasn't stopped here since early this morning, and it really just picked up right before you came to us. Take a look at the road that we're standing on. It's already starting to flood here in Tampa. We've seen less than 3 inches of rain since the rain started today, and we're expecting anywhere from 10 to 15 inches of rain. That's in addition to the expected 8 to 12 feet of storm surge that Milton is expected to bring in. All of that adds up to a life-threatening situation. That's why officials were saying it is so important for people to evacuate. Unfortunately, now the time to evacuate has come and gone. There's 4 bridges that go over Tampa Bay. Those are all foreclosed at this point because it's going to have strong winds. We're getting some gusts of those winds periodically now as those outer bands are starting to touch Florida as Milton treks inward. But once those are consistent, sustained winds, it's not safe to cross. So that's why officials now are saying, if you're still here, hunker down, try and stay safe.
How have Floridians, and you explained this to us yesterday, Leigh, and there's so many missiles that could really be picked up off the ground and tossed about because of Hurricane Helene a couple of weeks ago. So how have Floridians and authorities, for that matter, been preparing?
Well, we know there was a mass effort to try and pick up some of the debris that you mentioned. So within the past 2 weeks, there have been 3 months worth of work to try and clean up all of that debris. They said they cleaned up about half of it. We're getting some of those wind gusts right now. So you can see some of the power. This is just a prelude of what's to come. When Hurricane Milton really hits. They picked up about half of the debris. That's not nearly enough, and that's really going to cause some issues. Like you said, that can be picked up, used as projectiles to some of these homes that are right here along the bay. That's going to create a really dangerous situation. It's going to add to the flooding that we're already seeing when it clogs up drains and doesn't allow the water to get out of this area. It's going to cause a really bad situation. At this point, debris cleanup is already done. It's not safe for those crews to be out on the roads anymore picking up things. Those people also have to be hunkered down. We know that there are shelters in place here all throughout this county. Some of those are full, some of those are near full. We know roughly 9,000 people as of this morning are inside of those shelters. Once there are sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, authorities can't go to your calls for help. That's why it is such a dangerous situation here in Tampa.
Yeah, it looks it too. Leigh Waldman from CNN out of Tampa in Florida, thank you for your time.